Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Pekka Aho. I'm a researcher at the Open University of the Netherlands, and I'm talking about scriptless graphical user interface test automation with Testar. First, I have to explain what we mean with this scriptless or scripted. And starting with scripted UI testing, you basically automate test execution. And the state of the practice is usually like that. So basically manually or capture replay tools, you define a sequence of test steps before running them. And this means that you are gathering a lot of testware that you have to maintain. The good side is that these test oracles are specific, but the bad side is that you have to separately define each of them as a part of this test step. Then there's a simple example of SQL script, which is a visual scripted language. Whereas scriptless UI testing, you actually kind of automate the UI exploration. So online or on-the-fly test generation means that you are not predefining the test cases. Instead, they are generated during the execution. And usually there is some level of randomness involved, which can be a good thing or bad thing. Downside is that these oracles, in this case, have to be more general. There are three types that should be applicable for any kind of application, like crashes or if the application becomes unresponsive. That should be applicable for any kind of application. But there is also programmable that you can do anything, basically. But in this case, the idea is that the tool detects what kind of interactions are available, and it selects one using some sort of action selection algorithm, executes the interaction, waits for the UI to update, and then detects a new state, what is available now. If you compare these two ways of testing, my opinion is that you should use both. Because if you script everything, it's going to cost too much. And on the other hand, you still should script some of them, because scriptless is still having some parts of randomness, and also this general test oracles are not maybe testing very well against your specifications. But, for example, scripted smoke tests, critical test scenarios, combined with some scriptless testing during the night, having enough coverage, will test your robustness, that your application doesn't crash, at least. Going to Testar, it's an open source tool, also partly developed under this Testomat project. There is a link to the website of the tool, and source code is in GitHub. And there is also a do-it-yourself manual with exercises how to learn to use this tool. I hope you can see the picture there. This is basically describing in a little bit more detail how Testar works. So basically you start your application through Testar, giving it the instructions how to start the application or connect to it. Testar starts it and analyzes what is available on your UI. Then checks also the test oracles against what is seen. If there is a failure found, it will output an executable script how to reproduce that sequence that found the failure. But if not, it keeps testing. So it detects what are the actions that I can take, selects one action using some algorithm. It could be random, it could be something more intelligent. Executes actions and waits for the UI to update. And again, checks what's available, what happened, how are my test oracles doing. So in Testomat project, Testar is being extended and enhanced in many ways, getting new requirements from the industrial partners. We are doing research and publishing a lot of new stuff, so we are actually pushing the state of the art as well. And what is most important from my point of view is that we are evaluating the Testar in industrial environments, different kind of environments. Also running Testar in continuous integration and seeing how it works there. It seems to work quite well. We have not yet publishing the results, but it looks good. But if you want to try out Testar, there's a website. You can contact me as well. And yeah, I hope to see you at our demonstration outside. Thank you.
Thank you, Pekka.